Are you or a loved one disabled? Do you feel alone, lost, and confused as to how to win your Social Security case? If you're watching this video, it's probably because you have so many questions and you're desperately looking for the answers. Hi, my name is Avi Libovic, and I'm the owner at Benefits for All and the lead attorney at Avi Libovic and Associates. Over the course of my 20-year career, I've overseen the processing and screening of over 500,000 disability cases, working with the largest hospitals, neighborhood clinics, primary care physicians, and even individuals who had no access to care at all. My strategies for how to win the case have made me one of the top experts in Social Security law in the entire nation. My life and my career were going great. And then one day it all came crashing down. It started first with some abdominal pains. And before I knew it, I'd been admitted to the hospital several times and I required multiple surgeries. I found myself unable to work and disabled and in desperate need of my own benefits. I understand exactly how you feel. I was in your shoes. And I'm going to take you through the process and help you and give you everything that I know so that you can win your case. I'm recovered and I'm back at work. And I have a newfound passion for helping disabled people because I myself have been there too. Call our office today for a free screening and to see how we can help you with your Social Security case. At the same time, enjoy these videos and webinars that we've prepared to help you understand how to win your Social Security case. Hey everyone, this is Avi Libovic, and you're watching another amazing webinar brought to you by Benefits for All, where we teach you how to win your Social Security disability case without having to pay the cost of an expensive attorney. I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee, right outside one of the welcome centers as you roll into the state. Have a beautiful display, an exhibit regarding Tennessee's role in the Civil War and the amount of soldiers, Confederates, and soldiers that were killed, 66,000 Confederates and 58,000 federal soldiers. The history here is rich. I'm so excited to take the time tomorrow to go through Tennessee and to go to all these famous places that I've heard about all my life, whether it be Nashville or Memphis or Knoxville. There's so many places I just can't wait to go to. And I wish you were here with me. Next time I think I have to get a bigger car or I have to take the camera in the car and you can enjoy the ride with me. But let's jump into today's topic. Today's topic is the win rates, the approval rates for the state of Tennessee. What I've done in every one of these videos when I go state to state is I remind everyone that generally there is an application, there's a reconsideration, there's a hearing, there's a Social Security Appeals Council, which is available to appeal the denial of the judge, and then there's the federal district court. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on the side the Social Security Appeals Council, we're going to put on the side the federal district court, and we're just going to focus on the win rates for application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Why? Because many of you are learning about Social Security now through these webinars. You're saying, I can do this. You're not feeling well. You're prepared to move forward on your own and help yourself, which I think is a fantastic idea. But you're saying, what are my chances of winning? So let's jump into it. So we're going to compare Tennessee with the rest of the country. When it comes to the initial application, the national approval average is 32.1. Unfortunately, I wish I could say that that was the same average in Tennessee. It seems that in Tennessee, the approvals, instead of being 32.1 like the rest of the nation, it's dropping 8 points to 24%. That's very, very concerning to me. It makes me very nervous, and we'll talk about that in another moment. The reconsiderations, the rest of the country is at 11.3 approval rate. In Tennessee, we also have a dip from the national average, and you're at 8.7. So again, we're below the national average, and there are very few reconsiderations that are getting approved. Finally, at the hearing level, when you request a hearing before an administrative law judge after the denied reconsideration, while the rest of the country is at a 58.3 approval weighting with 349 days just to wait till you get a hearing date, meaning from the time that you request the hearing until the day that you actually go into court, it's 349 days, almost a whole year, with only an approval rate of 58.3. At least Tennessee has a little bit higher approval rate than the rest of the country. It's at 62.9. And unfortunately, though, your wait time is also a little bit above the average. It's 376 days. So what do we do with all this information, and what does it tell us? And this is, I think, very important, because people always say, well, look at those odds off. If you're giving me such low statistics and you're telling me that very few people get the application approved, very few people get the reconsideration approved, and okay, 62% get the hearing approved, why should I even go through all this effort? And I think that the answer is very, very clear, and it's very, very simple, and won't even take long to explain. And I think that it will ring true for those of you who really need the benefits. You have thousands and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people applying for Social Security disability benefits. And we don't know all the reasons that they apply. Certainly some of them are applying because they're disabled, truly disabled. They had a bad turn of luck, whether it was an injury that they sustained or whether it was something that just the body, started to break down or got some type of infection or something happened to it. There are people who are really, truly disabled, and I meet them and I speak to them every single day. But at the same time, we have to balance that with all the other people who are unemployed, who are out of work, who are short on money, who knows a friend, who knows a friend, who knows a friend, who gets this check from SSI every month, right? And all you have to tell them is that you don't feel when you get a check. And you have so many people submitting claims, for benefits that would never, ever, ever get approved. Whether it's for SSI or SSDI, they're just submitting claims, and submitting claims, and they will never get approved. So therefore, because all of these claims are being submitted from people who just don't have jobs and who just are unemployed or just are looking for some extra money, the approval rating, nationally and here, especially in Tennessee, is very, very low. However, for you who's watching this video, for you who've already had a discussion with your doctor, and your doctor has told you that you're disabled, for you who has all your medical records and has taken your medication and is going ahead and is being prescribed assistive devices, either for your ankles or your knees, or braces for your back, or braces for your hip, or your wrists, or your elbows, or your shoulders, perhaps a neck brace, right? Perhaps a cane, or two canes, or two crutches, or a walker, whatever assistive devices you need to help you get through the day. That's being prescribed. You have all of your things in order. For those people who are doing that, I think that you should apply. I think that you should represent yourself. I think that you should listen to these webinars and move forward. You don't have to worry about getting denied or being in that bunch of cases that are unfavorable, right? And those bunch of cases that are going to be denied. Why? Because you've already had a conversation with your doctor. Your doctor's already told you that based on the medical examination, he or she thinks that you are disabled. With that said, you know how you feel. You're not faking it. You're not watching this video just for the heck of it. It's true that you may also perhaps temporarily be unemployed. You may also temporarily be out of work because you couldn't work, physically, so to speak. You may need some, cash and money to pay for rent and, utilities and food and shelter, different things. That could be true. But it's also true that you may be disabled. If, on the other hand, you're at home and you're like, I probably could work. It isn't so much about my medical problem. It's more about me having the willpower to go out there and get a job. Yeah, I probably could work if I got up a little bit early in the morning and I applied myself. If you fall in, but I don't feel well. I don't know if it's disabled, but I'll make an argument. If you fall into that category, where you're kind of like borderline, you will probably fall into what? You will fall into the group that gets denied. Why? Because if you don't have medical records to back up what you're saying, and if your doctor's not signing on the dotted line with his or her signature saying, I've reviewed this person, I've examined this person, they're under my care and treatment, I've given them medication, then you know what's going to happen? You're probably going to lose. So you have to stop. You can hit pause on the video if you want, or when the video's over in a moment, you can just go ahead and push pause. And you have to go and, go look into a mirror and look yourself in the eye, and really look at yourself and have an honest conversation with yourself, and say, you know what, am I really disabled? Am I really, really, really physically or mentally unable to work for 12 or more months? Do I really have a severe impairment that's expected to last 12 or more months? If I really do not feel well, like I am really not well, then you should move forward and move forward with the blessings of your doctor and the blessings of your family and my blessings and my help. But if you're just like, well, I don't know, I'm looking in the mirror and I maybe should try a little bit one more time to get a job, then you should hold off, because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of preparation, only to be denied and disappointed. Okay, I hope that meant something to all of you. I would not be discouraged at all if you live in Tennessee and you really truly are not feeling well. You should apply. You should listen to the webinars. You'll see on the side of the pages here different webinars that you can select. Some are dealing with SSI versus SSDI. Some of the webinars are dealing with applications versus reconsiderations versus administrative hearings before a law judge versus SSA Appeals Council versus Federal District Court. Some of the webinars are dealing with the forms and how do I submit them and what do I write on them and where do I submit them and why am I submitting them. All the webinars are there to take you from A to Z. From not receiving your benefits to getting a favorable approval either at the district office level or by the judge at a hearing level so that you can begin to receive your checks, your monthly supplemental security income check, your SSI check, or your SSDI check. And remember, it isn't just the checks, but with the SSI, you also get the Medicaid, and right away when you get approved, within one full month on the program, you get your Medicaid, and on the SSDI, within 24 months, plus a 5-month waiting period, you'll also get your Medicare, which is also a huge thing. So for someone who's really truly ill, to have the Medicaid and to have the Medicare available together with the benefits is like a win-win all around. I'm here. My name is Avi Leibovic. You look on the bottom of the screen, www and Benefits for All. I'm in beautiful Tennessee. I hope that if some of you think that maybe you can do it on your own, it'll be great, but I hope that if some of you feel that it might be too much, you don't feel up to it, or maybe you started it and along the way you started, your body just got the better of you, I encourage you to give a call, right, and see you're eligible for a free screening to see if in fact you're eligible for benefits and if we can help you. If we are, we're happy to do so. I wish you the best of luck. I can't wait forward to Tennessee. I can't wait forward to, just going through and tasting the food and meeting the locals and feeling the culture. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. Again, I wish you the best of luck. And I am sure that working together, if you listen to what I'm saying, I will teach you how to win your Social Security disability case without having to pay the cost of an expensive attorney. Thank you very much.